What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm back playing some more Pokemon VGC Reg Wi-Fi battles, and today we're busting out the top drawer memes. We have the Choice Specs Water Terra Copycat Zoroark. We're going to be trying to copycat Water Spout, right? We're going to be winning with a Choice Scarf Kyogre and clicking Water Spout on turn 1, trying to get some cheeky, like, AoE damage boosted by that rain, and we have the Zoroark as the perfect partner. We can disguise it as so many good mons on this team. We can disguise it as Stone Joiner for a Power Spot boost. We can disguise it as Annihilate and bluff Final Gambit. We can disguise it as Whimsicott, bluff Tailwind. Disguise it as base form Necrozma, and people, the reason why we're using this is people have no clue what this mon even does. It's actually a really good mon. Hopefully we use it in some of our games here, but we can also just like double dip that Water Terra and just use a huge specs double spout. If our opponent tries to like go for TR or shows like a hint of passive play, we're gonna blow them up with Unova Zoroark, one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. I think there's a bunch of other really cool Pokemon on this team as well. If we take a look at this team's Pokebase here, I think the Necrozma is actually a really solid mon. And it's faster than the other Necrozma forms like Dawn Wings and Duskmane. It has like really good coverage. It gets like Meteor Beam, Photon Geyser. It can get Imprisoned Trick Room and a bunch of other stuff like that as well. We're rocking the Ground Terra with like Earth Power to be able to like pin Miraidons. But I think this is actually a really solid mon. And the fact that it only is like a mono psychic type means we're actually gonna be able to use the Prism armor to its fullest potential. Like we can eat just like an Astral from a Sash Shadow Rider or like a Sucker Punch from a Shempow. It's actually a really underrated mon, and I think it's definitely viable in this format. So don't sleep on things like Necrozma and Cure. I'm actually still restricted for a reason, and hopefully we show that off today. Rocking a, pretty standard, like, beat-up Whimsicott here with, like, Moonblast, Encore, Tailwind. Very standard. I like the Sash set over Cloaks on these. We're rocking the Choice Scarf Ogre. And this Annihilate set's a little bit weird, too. It's standard, like, old school, like, beat-up, like, Leftovers Ape. It's not Final Gambit. It's bluffing Final Gambit. I think Annihilate is such a good mon in this format. It's so underrated. It's so good into Zenta. It pins, like, things like Shadow Riders if you get the right amount of speed control. It's great into Lunala, into Iron Hands. Like, Annihilate is not a bad mon in this format, and with all the people thinking they could just run in Sin, like Annihilate says like, no, break the wrist, walk away. Annihilate's actually still really good. Stone Joiner is the last mon on this team because I wanted something that I could, disguise as Zoroark that would potentially like help my teammates out. I wanted a little bit of wide guard. I think it's a very underrated mon as well. Like being able to just have Stone Joiner Ogre as a lead if our opponent doesn't have adequate speed control and just go for like, Rock Slide, Power Spot, Boosted Spout, like GG Shake My Hand. Like, sometimes that's all you need. Like, that's a really good line into, like, redirection. Like, if our opponent has something like Ogerpon Grass and Kali Eye, they want to click a redirection Trick Room, they just lose the game that turn. So it's a really cool line, and I really like that you can also pair, like, Covert Cloakstone Journal with, like, the Ghost Terra Kyogre to, like, just completely avoid Fake Out. So I think it's very underrated weed, and it might just get us some free wins. Who knows? I don't really know. I just want to say, though, before we get into these games, I just want to thank everyone for actually helping us get to 45,000 subscribers. We did it. I've been asking for it every single day. I've been making a bunch of YouTube-specific videos. I want to say thank you guys so much for helping us get here. If you guys want to see more, like, off-meta meme team content while we wait for NAIC to start, please think about letting me know in the comments below, as well as any Pokemon you might want to see me feature. We're digging deep in the meme barrel using, like, Zoroark, Stone Joiner, and base form Necrozma. So if we can make these things work, there's a good chance we can make some other Pokemon you might want to see work as well. And without further ado, let's get right onto these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, potential Weezing Gigas here. This is actually a really hard matchup. Like Shadow Rider, Zenta too. So they have like Weezing Gigas as like a bluff, and then, Zenta, Shadow Rider, Ursha, Moongus just in the back. So that being said, they might be... I think they're probably going to end up going with like a mixture of like Shadow Rider, Weezing, Zenta, Ursh. That's kind of what I'm thinking. They might want to go on Moongus just because we have Kyogre. That being said, I think Necrozma's not bad here. I think Zoroark's still definitely usable. I really like Kyogre. I like Kyogre in the back. So I'm going to try and save my Kyogre in the back. I think what I'm going to do... What if I just led like Stone Joiner Kyogre? Like, what do you do against that? That seems good to me. I mean, that does seem good. Let's see though. Stone Joiner Kyogre could be really good. I need something to help me break that Zenta. I think Ape's good there. So I don't know if I want to open that aggressively, I'm just going to open up Whims, Ape, Stone Joiner, Kyogre. It sucks we're not using the whole copycat thing, but I think that this is what we need to do to beat this cheese. I think like beat up strats are still really good. I think the fact that Wims is Sash means even if you do lead Shadow Rider Weezing, or you want to pivot in that Weezing, you're expecting me to be Cloak Wims or Sash Wims, the Tailwind will go up, which will allow all of our Mons to have like a ton of value in this matchup. And then Ape should just check Zenta. Why we're using it. Weezing Gig is cool, so we're just faster than you with Whim, so we can just Tailwind. We can just, actually, I'm just gonna beat up the Ape. I'm just faster. That's so funny. I mean, we don't do anything to Gigas, but like, I don't really care about Gigas. Yeah, I'm gonna beat up here. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna Rage Fist. I think that KOs. I don't know if Weezing protects here, but now we can just Encore it. And then I'll bulk up. Maybe go for like a Drain Punch or something. So beat up still gives all the stacks. It's not based off like justified like Terrakion is. Like beat up's just kind of really nice into Ape because it's giving Rage Fist the stacks, and it's, oh man, it's such an underrated tech. Let's see what they're doing now. You Earthquaking Crush Grip. That's fine. Yeah, we got that Sash. You were expecting Covert Cloak, my friend, and we are not. So very, very cool stuff. We're gonna be able to Encore there. Let me see. Encore plus bulk up is probably the play. We lose the Whims, and then like we're gaming. What if I beat up again, bro? I could just Tailwind here, but I don't need the Tailwind. The rest of my Mons are they're fast enough. Well, I could also just Tailwind and hit the Weezing. That would KO. I'm pretty sure this KOs. And then this would allow my Ape to bully the Shadow Rider. I vibe with that. That's fine. Cool. And then we're gonna have the Power Spot coming in a sec. Yo, we got the tech here. Kind of wish I Encored. I hope this KOs Weezing. Weezing's kind of thick. Don't you dare wisp me, bro. Nice. That's perfect then. I mean, it's a big Rage Fist. We only have like, I think 36 points in attack. So we only have like a little bit of attack plus nature, so it's nice. And Regigigas' slow start's going up. He's going to knock off my lefties. Big sad, but that's another Rage Fist stack, so we take those. And yeah, pretty nice stuff. So you can bring in Shadow Rider like Tailwind's up. I can Encore you into knockoff so you can't Wide Guard my Kyogre. I think we have all the tools to win this one. Like, Whims Ape, like, still just gaming out here. 2025, who would have thought, right? Shadow Rider, that's fine. I mean, I think you just double into the Shadow Rider. You just go Moonblast, and then I think I might go for just a Protect. Do I want to do that? Are you going to flip on a normal Terra? I'm just going to Protect with my Ape, and then bring out something like Kyogre, I think. I don't dislike that play. I want to see if they Protect Shadow Rider or Terra normal Shadow Rider. Pivot out Gigas, nice. Yeah, Ape should be really, really good into Zenta. We should just be able to like put bulk ups up and just like Drain Punch out the Zenta. Like, Ape is the perfect Mon for that matchup. And if they protect the Shadow Rider, we just have Encore. They're probably thinking we don't have Encore because we didn't show it. Normally people would cut the Encore for the beat up here. So free damage, nice. Breaks Potential Sash, fishes for special attack drop. Astral Brush is completely fine. I'm thinking though, what is the way that we lose here? What's the L? We have to come in with Kyogre, right? Is it Kyogre though? I can kind of save my Kyogre. Because like, Zenta has Wide Guard. I'm really just worried. Like, I guess the right play would be like a mixture of Kyogre. Now, I kind of like the Stonjourner here though. I vibe with this. Oh, I see. Actually, I see the lines here. Cool. I'm going to come in with Stonjourner. I'm going to flip on Ghost Terra to block Body Press. And then I'm going to Wide Guard to stop any sort of Shadow Rider Terra shenanigans. And just Rage Fist your Shadow Rider. If you want to Protect, that's fine. If you want to pivot out Shadow Rider for Gigas and go for a, yeah, what is it? Like a Body Press, that's fine. I think we have all the tools. And then the fact that like we have our Kyogre in the back scarfed, I don't think they're going to expect the Scarf Ogre in like the late game. Right now what they're trying to do is like wait out this Tailwind. And so they're probably going to pivot out Shadow Rider for Gigas, right? Completely okay. I don't think we're losing too much tempo here. I don't think Zenta's going to be able to really bully this board. Speaking of bully this board, like we're about to be bullying this Gigas in a sec. And this is Power Spot boosted moves too. Man, if I can connect on something, that's great. And I really do like the Ghost Terra here. I think Ghost Terra Stonjourner is actually still very viable. You know, if you're ever caught in a situation where you kind of want to use like Shen Pao or like Chi Yu, but you don't really know which one you want to use, and you want to pair it with like Zoroark and not show your ability upon activation, Stonjourner could be a really, really cool mom for your team. I think it's very underrated right now. So let's see what they want to do. Body press. Maybe a little bit of body press. Yep, there it is. Into Stonjourner, right? Yep. So they're going to knock off my Stonjourner. They're trying to get that thing off the board, so I don't want to protect here. I think I'm just going to double the Zenta. Power Spot, 5 boost Rage Fist. Oh, is that a crit? Stonjourner busted? Stonjourner busted? Stonjourner big busted. Oh my gosh, Stonjourner. Chill out, bro. Chill. Hey, Stonjourner, chill out. It's not a race, bro. Oh, and when we knock off, that's completely fine. It doesn't even like do that much, even though it's super effective. Regigigas has the slow start active. Tailwind features out. He's like, yes. All right, so I'm thinking of like how we lose here. I wonder if that is Wide Guard Gigas. It showed Crush Grip, knock off, and that's it, right? I could go for Wide Guard here. I could also put up a double protect into like next turn scout if they're wide guarding, because I want to see if they flip on like a normal Terra. That's the thing I'm really scared of here. So I am going to go for that double protect. I don't think I'm really, you know, scared of what they're doing. I'm not scared of the Gigas getting its act together either through the slow start. I don't really care about that. So I want to see, there's the Terra, perfect. Now we're going to see if they're Dark Terra, are they double dipping Ghost, are they normal Terra? Show me what you're working with. Show me also as well, are you using Astral, are you using just Shadow Ball? I'd like to see what you're doing. You're going Ghost with the most coast to coast Terra. And, get Shadow Ball, bro? You got that Shadow Ball? If you got Shadow Ball, like, I'm just going to double attack. Let's see it. Astral. Perfect. Hey, if they want to Shadow Ball next turn, I don't know if they have it, but, like, they can go Shadow Ball, they can Psychic. There's so many different things they can do. And what's Gigas up to? Knock off. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, I don't think they have the tools here. Wide guard busted. You can protect knockoff, I don't care. Right? You won't KO the Stonjourner. No protects. So let's see if they have Shadow Ball, Psychic, something like that. Maybe they have like Encore. Don't particularly care. Astral, yeah, it's game. Yeah, so we were just like completely, you know, keeping them as honest as possible. Honestly, like even if we were to lose them on here, we just come in with Ogre and go like Hydro, win the game. Right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is a pretty cool team. Like, Annihilate, we have Stonjourner, we have Zoroark, we have base form Necrozma, and we're actually, like, winning. I think that's kind of nice. Like, we're getting to the point in Reg I where you can kind of start, like, experimenting a little bit and going outside that comfort zone and going to those, like, weird, specific meta counters. One of them being, like, the Annihilate here. Being able to check things like Zamazenta very, very well. This is going to do decent damage, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just dipped. Yeah, battle was canceled. Wins up. We're going to try and use Zoroark and Necrozma soon, but man, it was fun using Stonjourner and Annihilate. Definitely kicking it old school. All right, here we go. Groudon, Jumpluff, Flutter, Shadow Rider. Holy moly, this team is like really, really aggressive. We have to bring Stonjourner. There's so much AoE. That being said, I think Stonjourner is best built in like the back. I think Kyogre and Stonjourner can come out in the back, and that's probably what we need to get a win here. So that means something like Whimsicott is a good lead. I think Whimsicott Necrozma is actually viable. Seems too good to be true. Maybe Whimsicott Chi Yu? Sorry, Whimsicott Zoroark? Whimsicott Zoroark could be good. It's bad into Chi Yu specifically. I have Focus Blast. I'll use the Necrozma. I'll go Whims Necrozma. And then I'll bring my Kyogre and the Stonjourner. I think that's fair. I'm gonna try and create a board where we just like get up Kyogre in the late game and go like spout, close it out. Right? I think we're probably gonna be seeing Raging Bolt, and so that's where I'm gonna be trying to leverage advantage with this Necrozma. I think Necrozma is like not a bad mon at all. And for everyone wondering like why we're using base form Necrozma instead of like Dawn Wings or Duskmane, I think just regular Necrozma being just a mono psychic type really lets this Prism Armor actually get a lot of value. Like a random Shadow Ball from a Flutter won't KO this. A random Astral won't KO this thing from like a Sash Shadow Rider. So I think we have a lot of like good stuff going with the base form Necrozma. There's that Raging Bolt I was talking about. I think I'm just going to get it right off the board and try and like win out. I don't think I need to Tailwind. I think I'm just gonna double into it. Like I can just go bop, bing, bop, boom, bing, boom, bop, bam. That's probably enough to KO. I don't need to Earth. I don't need to go Ground Terra yet. Save the Terra. Even if they're AV, they probably go down. What are they gonna do? Like Thunderclap and Necrozma? That's fine. I can stagger this Tailwind. I can Encore the Jump Pluff. Pivot out, Jump Up. Nice. I wonder if they thought if we had Taunt. Is this? Oh, is this Groudon? That's cool. They're gonna go for big damage. That's kind of big damage, actually. Like, wow. Okay, this Thunderclap might really clap. If they're like Orb too, and they're going Terra. Okay. If this is Electric Terra, Necrozma might die. I should have Ground Terra'd, bro. Okay. Cool tech. I have the Ground Terra too. That's what sucks about this. Okay, cool. They're not Thunderclapping. Special attack drop. Never lucky. Alright. Speaking of lucky, can I hit a Meteor Beam? Because you are some sort of weird Life Orb set. That did way too much. So this might just KO. Let's go. Nice. Necrozma busted. Big damage. Oh my god, he's a 1. Well, good news is, I think they're going to go down to Life Orb Tick. Which means we have Whims. Like, we can just send out Kyogre here. That's a great pin. What do you send out, like, Jump Up or something? Please go Life Orb Tick away. There it is. I was going to be like, bro, don't do me like that. Alright. So Kyogre's going to come in here. Good news is we got their Terra off the board. So they have, like, Jumpluff, who's probably cloaked. Groudon, who can no longer Terra. And then maybe a Shadow Rider. So, like, Kyogre is just, like, so good here. The Groudon's going to pivot out. And whatever comes in here is just massively pinned. Yeah, I think we can just go Tailwind, Spout, win out. Because you're going to be foddering whatever comes in here, basically. So Tailwind. And Spout. Are you going to try and sleep? Are you going to try and sleep powder me, bro? Actually, I don't need Tailwind. I can just double the Jump Up to make sure it goes down. And that's a good play. And then you come back in with Groudon. I pivot out Kyogre for Stonejourner. Come back and repin, win the game. Nice. That's fair. They're not expecting us to be so fast. Battle's canceled. They knew what we had. They knew what we had. We had it, bro. We had it. Kyogre kind of has the big pin. Last month, Shadow Rider. You can't defensively pivot out the Groudon. We win the game. Like, that team just doesn't have any good defensive pivots. All right, finally a game where we're not playing in Shadow Rider, but there is still Lunala and Koraidon. That's really going to be hard to make the Zoroark tech work. That being said, I do like Whims here. I think Whims and Koraidon are probably pretty good. You know, we went Whims Koraidon in the last, like, Sun matchup. Sorry, Whims Necrozma into the last Sun matchup. I think it's good into, like, Chi-Yu Flutter stuff. I really, really like the Necrozma here. And then that being said, what do we need to bring in the back? We don't necessarily need Stonejourner here. Maybe I can get away with Kyogre and Zoroark. So that means we would have to select Zoroark first, but then Zoroark disguises Kyogre. That's not good at all. So that's actually really bad. Let me think. Is there any way that Ape has value in this matchup? I'm not really seeing a lot of it. I guess I'm bringing Stonejourner and Kyogre again. Yeah, being able to block like a Wide Guard or an Icy Wind, it's good. Power Spot's a good ability. Like, Stonejourner's just a good Sash mon. Stonejourner just beats Chi-Yu. Like, if we were to 1v1 me, bro, like, Stonejourner would win. So, I know it sounds ridiculous, but, you know, that's just kind of how it works here. So, let's see what happens. And see what they want to do here. I would like to fight, like, a Kali-I or, like, a Miraidon team or something. I think that'd be kind of cool. I wonder where all those went. They're, like, extinct. Lunala and Bonnet. Cool, so we can double into the Bonnet. Get that thing off the board. UTR come in with Necrozma. I Encore it. I'm super vibing with all that. That seems really nice. So just hit this. Hit that. And then we're getting ready to win the game. So it's these two. I'm going to assume Ursaluna Koraidon here. And yeah, let's just see how this one works. I think we got really good lines into this. Like I've been talking about before, people just don't have the knowledge to deal with Necrozma. Like, see, Domlings would have got bodied there, bro. Absolutely bodied. So bodied. Base form Necrozma, though, it doesn't get bodied. It's just a little guy. We only have, like, a 2x weakness. So it's not a 4x weakness. Just gotta hit this. And I've hit all my meteor beams today. It's kind of nice. Perfect. Cool. Don't have to worry about Spore. Don't have to worry about Redirection. Are you Trick Rooming or just Moongeisting? Like, I don't really care. Trick Room. Cool. I'm going to try it like I talked about. I'm going to try and go for the Encore play. It might look really predictable, but if we like Encore them back into the Trick Room and then the Ursa comes out and protects the first turn to get its, you know, Guts boost, and then like we Encore that, like that's just game, you know? Koraidon, cool. That's wrong. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's incorrect. I underspeed you. I can just hit you in the face, bro. With either of my mons. I don't know what they think they're doing here. I'm going to Encore. And just... I'm a Photon Geyser you. This is a win-win. You've Trick Roomed it back, but you have to like... You see what I mean? This is like a win-win, I think. Because like, I still get to be slower than them for one turn, and then they have to Trick Room it back. Oh my gosh. Okay. Appreciate you, fam. Donation accepted. Okay, who's coming out? And if they come out with like Ursa here and drop like a Protect to get up the Trick Room, I'm just gonna Encore its Flutter. Come on. Cool. Trying to think of what I want to do here. Like that, I could just protect my Necrozma and let them Trick Room again. I actually super vibe with that. They're probably just gonna scoop, honestly. I'm gonna break the Shadow Shield here. I know I'm not. I'm gonna break the Flutter Sash because it's Sash Flutter. And then I'm going to protect, and then I'm going to be able to do all that stuff. Cool. That's game. Dang, that was funny. Why is the Necrozma so good? Makes no sense. All right, here we go. I can make the combo work versus this. This guy's team's not fast enough. So we definitely want to go Kyogre here, and then we're going to be going Zoroark. But I really have to think, what am I disguising Zoroark as? If I disguise Zoroark as Ape, and they lead Incineroar, they're going to know that that's not... They're going to know that it's not Annihilate. Because it's not going to get Defiant proc. But like at the same time, Incineroar's the perfect target. Sorry, Annihilate's the perfect disguise because then they would be fake out in the Ogre. And it would let me, like, you know, correctly go Water Terror to block all that stuff. I'm going to lead with the... I'm going to disguise it as Annihilate. I think it's the safe play. I'm trying to think of what else I need in this matchup. Do I need Necrozma? I don't necessarily think so. I think that... Probably Whimsicott's not bad here because Ursh is going to give us some problems. So I vibe with those four. Let's make this one work here. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is going to work. I can't believe this is going to work. And it, I don't know, maybe they do read into it and don't see the Defiant proc, but at like the same time, like, would you still fake out a Zoroark and just leave the Kyogre to Water Spout your Incineroar? Like, I don't know. You might, I don't know. Let's see what happens. No Incin. We get away with it. So this looks like everything like Final Gambit here. So I wonder if they're just going to put up a screen or if they're going to go Thunder Wave into my Kyogre, which could be Zoroark. You shouldn't just be ripping Thunder Waves turn one. You put up screens here. You put up your screen. All right, we're going to Water Spout. And because I don't see Fake Out Incin, they could have Fake Out Grim. They can. This is probably right. But I want this. Let's go. Water Terra, Copycat, Big Spout. Gaming. We're gaming here, boys and girls. Show me that light screen. Show me. I don't care about it. I don't care about light screen, bro. What you gonna do? You should not be ripping Thunder Waves on this first turn. Put up your light screen. All right, here we go. No fake outs either. Fake out is cheat. Don't you dare fake out my Kyogre. Here we go. This guy's like, wait, what? Why is that happening? You guys ready to see Water Spout Annihilate? Holy moly, dude, this is gonna pop off. This is it. Protect. That's fine. This Grim about to be getting got, bro. And the last move that's gonna be used is Water Spouts. Even if you send out like something else, like we still get to spout. I'm gonna spout twice, bro. When in doubt, Water Spout. Do it. He's like, ha, I lived. And I'm like, live Moss, bro. Copycat. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. Oh, yes. That's so much damage. This is specs. This is actually like way stronger than Kyogre, right? So like Kyogre has just the 2v2 set, right? It has 202 special attack. Zoroark has 172, but then we're specs. So we get a 1.5 on top of that. Like, we have so much more damage. And we double dip the Water Terra. So even if they, like, come in and, like, lock up Ogre somehow. Even if so, if Ogre has to go for like a weak spout for some reason, this Zoroark spout's still gonna chunk. They're so gone. I was gonna say like, yeah, if they Shadow Sneak here, this game, right? I think the Giratina is gonna live. But oh my gosh, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Let's go. Specs copycat, boys. You got a Water Terra Kali-I. You'd probably live it with the light screen. But oh yes, this is so beautiful. This is the best team I've ever made. Like Zoroark is so cool. There's a nice protect. So we're gonna get the water spout up and then the copycat. So we'll get this water spout. This is the weaker water spout. It's gonna do like 15 to 20%, I think. Not even. That's so fat. All right, crit. Come on, give me the crit. Crit, 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 crit. Look at this damage, bro. Look at it. Look at how beautiful it is. So big. It's gonna do like 30%. I mean, it's a Zoroark water spout. You know, you're not gonna see that anywhere else. A crit here would get the KO though. Yeah, not even. Not even 30. Spite. Oh, I see what you're doing out here. That's actually really cool. I vibe with it. Like Spite Giratina is really good. I think I only get like one more water spout, which is kind of sad. So he's gonna protect Giratina. I'm gonna get the KO on the Kali here. I want to see if they go Water Terra. Oh, I almost messed that up. So I'm actually out of water spouts. You see, yeah. So 2 spouts, pressure, spite. I think that's cool. So the last move that was used was water spout. No, the last move that was used was spite. Huh. All right. So I'm gonna pivot in Whimsicott here. Yeah, pivot in Whimsicott. And pivot in Annihilate. Yep. Because you're going to be protecting with your Giratina, which means I can Encore that, and then Annihilate can start like bulk upping and setting up in front of Kali-I, and if Kali-I goes for Trick Room, we can Encore that instead. I vibe with this. They forced our hand. They got us out. Spite's really good tech. I think it is very viable. Like leftover Spite Giratina. You see, like all I had to do was go like protect twice to waste like all of our PP on Spout. All right. Let's see if they Lance here. There's their Terra. I want to see if they're going water. It's funny, like, you'd think they'd be counting the PP that they use, though, right? You don't even need to do this. Bro, you didn't even need to click that button. Now I can just thunder you, TY, my guy. Appreciate you long time. Protect. Wisp. Oh, my gosh, never lucky. That's very bad. That's really, really bad. Okay. That sucks. Imagine if, like, I pivoted them in different orders. I really wanted to pivot out the Kyger because I thought they might do something different into that slot specifically. I wanted to take the damage on that slot. Yeah. Good news is Zoroark is still really good here. I'm going to get the Encore into the Trick Room. And this is just making it so like they can't do anything weird. There's nothing to really do here. I'm going to pivot out for my Zoroark again. Yeah, that's fair. Giratina, man. Yeah, Zoroark Night Day is about to be coming in hot versus Giratina, I'll tell you what. I guess I can always just click Terra Blast too, that's kind of nice. I wonder how much damage Giratina actually takes from Night Days. Probably about half once Light Screen's gone, maybe even more. Very, very fat Mon, but like the fact that we have Encore here I think is going to let us have a lot of value. You've shown Protect, Spite, Wisp. Which is problematic, but at the end of the day it's fine. Dang, I could just click like Beat Up here too, like there's a pivot out. Good play. So the Encore is going to whiff here. And then they're probably going to spite my Encore. Despite my best efforts. I wonder if that's Scarfish, because like we can just double into it. No, I mean they're Trick Room. So like they're probably slow. Yeah, let's see if they spite. Wisp. Yep. If it is Scarfish, we actually get the value here. But I don't know if they are. They probably have Hex as their last move. Okay. What do we need to do here? This is a dicey situation. Last turn of my reign. 3 turns on Trick Room. I cannot let them have Zoroark. I think that's how we lose. Problem is that Kali-I actually does like a lot of stuff into my team. We gotta Moonblast the Ursh, we have to. And then we just pivot in Annihilate because it's not as useful. This is not looking good for our hero here. Like, we could encore the Wisp, but I think that we need to be respectful of Urshifu here. Otherwise, things are going to get bad fast. I think there's a situation where I just pivot out the Giratina for Kali-I. That's, like, what I'm thinking. And then they try and just, like, blow up the Zoroark. No pivots, though. I would have pivoted first. Okay. Earth Power. Okay. So protect, Earth Power, Wisp, Spite. It's a Rage Fist stack. Oh, that's a Defiant proc. Oh, now we're cooking. Oh, yeah, look at us. Hey, we're actually cooking now. And we're going to barely live, I think. Yeah, we're going to live. That was a low roll on that second one, too. Okay. Whew. Can you be, like, Sashed or... Okay, sorry, can you be, like, Mystic Water? Can I just, like, crit you and blow you up? That would be really cool. It's a lot of damage, actually. The rain has stopped. That Defiant proc might actually be really, really clutch, if I'm being honest. Yeah, because, like, now our Ape actually does stuff. Like, we actually, like, chunk things with Rage Fist, and I bet I underspeed that Ursh. So I'm gonna just encore the Giratina. And Drain Punch would KO the Ursh from here. So encore them into Earth Power Lamau, the way they can't weave in anything weird. DP should KO at +2, I'm assuming. And then come in with Kali, drop a Protect, like try and close them out with maybe Kyogre or something, like Thunder Kyogre could be really nice. Yeah, I think the Ape, if the Ape didn't get burned, we would have won a while ago, right? I think. But Ape getting burned changes things up a bit. But that being said, like every single time you want to Lance me or something, like you're gonna have to give me procs. And Zoroark technically can pivot in on Lance because it has Water Terra active. So that's good. I think we got shots here. Really happy that Giratina doesn't have Hex. Honestly, like that's Earth Power's weird tech there. But it makes sense that way you can hit Steel types. Or Fire types and stuff like that. Your Earth Power's fine. Sucks we went down, but it's not the end of the world. They're probably targeting that slot anyways, and it's completely okay. Hopefully I underspeed here. Nice. Nice. Got that free health too, didn't even need to use a Rage Fist. Great stuff. Alright, it's going to be Kali-I. Kali-I. I'm thinking. I think Kyogre might be the right mon here. And just go Thunder Rage Fist. And then you save the Zoroark for after the Trick Room's gone. And then you just get to rip the Night Days right into the Giratina. That's fair. Can't believe this game started with turn 1 Spout. Yeah, I don't think we get any big KOs here. Last turn Trick Room. 2 more turns of Light Screen. Yeah, it's best to save the Zoroark then. So we're just going to go Thunder here. It's actually probably a better play to use Bulk Up for this turn, because they might be protecting. I'm down to Bulk Up. That defense boost is gonna slap here. It's gonna be kind of nice. Last time I checked here, I could protect with my Ape here too. I don't think we need to do that. I don't think you need to be protecting with your Ape. I can eat a Spout, or sorry, I can eat a Lance. Let's see though. I did get a Spadef drop from the Earth Power. Those might end up stacking into something I don't want to deal with. High Horsepower Ogre, yeah. See, like I thought I was gonna protect. I did not. Perfect. That's great. It's a value Bulk Up here. That defense boost is gonna really, really help outvalue this Kali, I think. And this Thunder's gonna do a good chunk too. Oh yeah, that's so much damage. And so now I'm gonna be able to go like Thunder, Rage Fist, and lock up the Kali slab. Cool. Man, this team's cool. This team's really cool. It features like really like off-meta mons. Like the Zoroark tech is like really, really nice. And if they want to go protect, Earth Power, like they don't really get anything out of that. This should KO. We're at +3 with like 2 or 3 stacks on the Rage Fist already. Yeah, it's good. Should be able to get the KO here. Last turn light screen's pretty obnoxious, but like, I think we're fine. And like we were talking about, Zoroark should be able to eat one Lance anyways if they wanted to Lance. Yeah, let's see it. What's your play? Are you Protect Earth Power guy? Oh, just eating the Thunders from down unders. Alright. Para, we take those value all the way to the bank, yo. I think Ape gets this, right? Even burned. Like, we're at +3, couple stacks. Yeah. Nice. That one turn where we, like, pivoted in, got the Earth Power Defiant proc, like, completely swung this game back in my favor. Oh, yeah, we take those. I'm just going to pivot in Zoroark. You don't need to get to KO on Kyogre. I can come back in and walk in like Spout or something like that. I'm not afraid of Giratina. Bro, I'm about to Thunder my own Annihilate and give myself another Rage Fist proc. Light screen, Dunzo, bro. Where are you looking, though? Zoroark pivots. This Rage Fist is going to slap still. Cool. That's great. That's like a heavy HP Spadef Giratina, too. Like, this Rage Fist is going to just shred it to pieces. It's cool how, like, much of an off-meta pick I think Annihilate is in the meta right now. It's going to Zenta. It stops jank like this Giratina, too. It's good. Protect. Go nuts. He's trying to PP stall the Rage Fist, but, like, that ain't going to work. Like, now Zoroark's active, bro. That is not going to work today. I might just OHKO you with Night Days, bro. I'm spexed. Alright. Big Night Days. Night Days, making plays. I think I'm going to play another game. I want to make this combo work one more time, too. I want to make it work. I want to see if I can get the OHKO with Zoroark first, though. Let's go. Big damage. Woo! Almost. Yeah, it did about half, like we talked about. Rage Fist comes in hot. Big damage. Oof. And we take those wins all the way to the bank. That was a fat Giratina. But we stay taking those wins, dude. Zoroark Annihilate. We got a Necrozma we're not even using. This team actually is like really, really cool. Like, I'm having a good time today. All right, one more Clef Shadow Rider Zenta to close this one out. I think that we're probably going to take the L here, but I'm about to be trying my absolute best. Here we go. We're going to lead Kyogre. We're going to lead Zoroark. Who do we disguise it as? This is actually a pretty high-ranked player, too. We're actually getting kind of high on the ladder. So I'm thinking I could disguise it as Annihilate. That would bait in the Astral from the Shadow Rider, which would make my... I really actually kind of like that. Let's think about that play. All right, yeah, I'm going to go with those two. I'm going to disguise as Annihilate. Could also disguise as, like, Necrozma, but I think Annihilate's a good mon in this matchup. I'm going to go Whimsicott and Annihilate. That's great. That's it. That's what I want. So if you lead like a weird combination of like Incin Shadow Rider or like Rilla Shadow Rider or like, I don't really know what you're going to do, but like if I can stick the Spout into the Incin, break that mon, you Astral me, right? Zoroark's a Dark type and then like soaks the damage and then like Astral's back to finish off the Shadow Rider. Like, and then I just beat out the Zenta with Annihilate. Like, that's great. This is a really cool board. Now, I'm going to tell you right here, I have shots to win the game. You should not be just chucking out, what is it? You shouldn't be just chucking Thunder Waves into my Zoroark slot, into my Annihilate, because it could be Zoroark, right? So, like, are you going to light screen? Or are you going to fake out? Like, what is the play here? I'm gaming here. I think the right play for them is always fake out the Kyogre slot. I think it's always that. You might just Grassly Glide the Kyogre slot, though, because you think I'm going to Final Gambit you. But you might be... Actually, I really like this. They're going to Thunder Wave the Ape to stop the Final Gambit. So, yeah, this is fine. This is going to work. This is going to be so sick. Let's go gaming. Here we go. If you show me fake out into the Kyogre slot and then, like, Thunder Wave into my Ape, bro, you're about to get so cooked. So cooked. The most cooked I've ever seen anyone get in my life. Grassy Glide into that slot. Damn, that sucks. It's a really weak Spout then. That's fine. That's a good play, though. That stops the Final Gambit, but, like, now this is a big Spout here. Can I get a crit? Can I get a crit? Crit. Nope. Can Zoroark get a crit? Zoroark. This is like a 40 base power Spout, though. Water Spout Zoroark. Zoroark used Water Spout. You don't see that one every day. Alright. They're going to Grassy Glide into the Kyogre. I'm going to go for a double pivot, I think. The last move that was used was Spout, but like I think that I'm going to pivot in here. And then pivot in here. And then I'm going to get a Tailwind, get a Rage Fist stack. Get some healing. And then pin the Rillo with like... We're able to go like Moonblast, Rage Fist, pin both these guys. I vibe with that. And then we just have to be respectful of Shadow Rider's Terra. I think that's the one thing this game really comes down to, is like what Terra's the Shadow Rider. Parting shot. Oh, that's a Defiant Mon. Homie, what are you doing? Bro, you good? Yeah, you good, okay? You good? You good? That's a big boost, dude. Defiant, like, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Not like this. Okay. And I want to see if what they're doing with Rilla. Let's see it. There's the Shadow Rider, yep. Let's see. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. Knockoff. Great play. Yeah, you lock up the Kyogre slot. It's weird. We're seeing so many knockoff Rillas right now. It's so weird. I don't get my healing as much as I would like, but dang, that's still a good line for me. I don't think there's a problem with Protect here. Protect Tailwind. Just get my value. They have to terrestrialize the Shadow Rider IMO. Yeah, let's see what happens. Ape is at +4, boys. Let's go. Is this Zenta? Like, I will drink your Zenta. Cool. They're going to Thunder Wave my Ape. That's the play here. Right? That's the play. Thunder Wave Ape. That's like your only line out. Are you U-turning? That's a great U-turn. It breaks my sash too. Okay. I really dislike that. You're going to have to miss. Yeah, I'm really hoping that you miss this. Oh, Zenta. Weird. Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense. That's so weird. Okay, that's fine. It works for me. All right. If you miss this, though, I do win the game. Just want to be that guy and let you know. Yeah, let's do that. Reflect. Okay, cool. They're not Thunder Waving. That works for me. Yeah, they're trying to play a little bit longer game. I don't think that's the right play. Yeah, now there's no Thunder Waves. Like, what does Zenta think it does to Annihilate? That's, like, the real question. Like, what do you think that you do? Like, nice Reflect, bro. Reflect. It was a good one. Wasn't it? I mean, this guy did just lose to Water Spout Zoroark player. I'd be pretty mad. He's like, I should have just clicked Thunderwave. I'm like, you should have just clicked Thunderwave. I don't know why you thought the Reflect was the right play, but we stay taking those wins all the way to the bank, guys. If you guys like these sort of weird off-meta teams that we're making, just kind of like waiting for NAIC to happen, please think about letting me know. Also, I just want to say thank you to everyone that helped us get to 45,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. I've been on that grind, trying to get as many subscribers as I can this year. Still trying to get 50K by the end of the year. If you guys like this sort of content, you want to see more, if you have some suggestions for teams or mons you want to see me feature, please think about letting me know in the comments below. Please think about dropping a sub. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.